up. This is where, much like a boss, if you need Tuesday off because that's your part-time job, you don't just not show up and go the next day, do you? You call them up and say, listen, I'm really, really sorry. Here's what's happened. I need to reschedule. Can I change shift with somebody else? And probably, have someone to cover for you. You want to give us a call if you need a day off, or you need to exchange the schedule. That would be Adrian too. He said, boss, I'm really, really sorry. I can't do this on Tuesday, but I could do it on Wednesday, only for this week. And I promise I do a good job. And the boss says, oh, it's okay. It happens once in a while. Point is this. If you're loosey-goosey about, if the attitude is like that, guess what? It stops right there. It's all about the attitude. It's all about the attitude. Take it seriously. I always say, this doesn't have to take the time it takes for your full-time job. This never has to take the same time. It never does, especially when you first start. But it must have the same amount of respect. If you don't give it the same amount of respect, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. Amazing. Somebody says, I really didn't have time to do this because I work 60 hours a week. So I don't have time for my business. Well, that makes a lot of sense, that statement. You work 60 hours a week for somebody else building his dream, but you don't have 5 hours a week working for yourself building your dream. By the way, this is scientific, right? This is working on the science here. All right? There's no guesswork here. I've tested this in 4 different programs. All right? Now, so you decide what's your daily agenda. Now, comes down to what really counts. Number of tours it takes. If you're part-time, you only have to do 2 tours a week. That's all. That's 2 presentations a week. That's all. And we're going to talk about what is a presentation. Because some people are confused about that. They think, talking to somebody in an elevator or in a hallway, or that's a presentation or in a restaurant, they yap for an hour. They think that's a presentation. You cannot socialize this business. You cannot. You cannot socialize this business. People have to see. And you know what? Your family and friends may love you, but you don't pay their bills. If you're going to ask them to invest, they have to see the evidence. Amazing? I know I'm always the first one to get into an opportunity, and Reza always says, he knows I've been successful. He's been successful. He says, okay, sign me up. I always refuse to. I said, no, come and see it. Oh, just sign me up. No, come and see it. Why? Well, first, there's 2 reasons for that. First of all, he's my brother, so I'm not worried about him. But I have friends that tell me that all the time. I said, because I don't want you to make a business decision based on me. I can make a mistake. I'm not going to be your scapegoat if this doesn't work out for you. You come and take a look at what I looked at, and you make a business decision. So if it doesn't work, don't come and tell me, well, I trusted you. That's number 1 reason. Number 2, which is the main reason, it doesn't duplicate. You have this credibility with some people. I could see Catherine, Nash, and Peter, they can sponsor anybody. They're credible, Omos and Rose, they own a castle in Calgary. See, they can sponsor anyone. I mean, Suzanne Robinson, she's not here tonight. She's probably our first or second shareholder in this company. She's a real estate broker in Ottawa. She owns half the city. Right? She has 120 agents that work for her. I could see, pick up the phone, Suzanne, how much? Here's my credit card number. But guess what? That doesn't duplicate, because the minute that person signs up, he can't do the same with his people. Remember one thing. The upside to our business is what you do, your people will duplicate. That's the upside. The downside to our business, what you do, your people will duplicate. Do I need to go to those presentations again? All the successful people are there? Yes! Why? Because your people, first and foremost, the meeting needs you if you're successful. If you're not doing well, you need the meeting. I mean, a good thing is somebody says, well, I've seen it so many times. Okay, can you do it? No, no, no. You need to be there. This is not a sign-up game. We're responsible for these people. We brought them in. We want to be able to support them. You cannot attend to 16 people at one time. Longevity. This is all about longevity. I know some people, they're like a 90-day wonders. They come in, bring a whole bunch of people, make a bunch of money, they're gone in 90 days. The way they did it, people couldn't duplicate, so everything stopped, came to a halt, and they were gone. Bunch of casualties along the way. I prefer to people like that don't join my business than them coming in, bring a bunch of casualties, leave a bunch of casualties behind. 5 tours a week. That's what Oliver does, 1 a day. Right? If you do that full time. Now, here's what's going to work out. You notice here, and over here I got the months, 1 to 18. All right? Now, if you're part-time, here, maybe what I'm going to do right now, quickly. Actually, no, don't write on this. I'll just explain it, because I really want you to copy this. Mind you, we have this on the Info Central. We have this on the Info Central, so you guys can download from this as well. Well, here's how it works. Over here, on the month, it doesn't matter how long you've been in this business. Because you're taking the forensic now, your business starts when? Now. Right. So, March 1st, that's what it starts. If you're part-time, 2 a week. So in a month, you put March 1st. Your promise of number of tours you want to do, if you're part-time, is 2 a week, which means 8 per month. Right? 2 a week, 8 per month. So month is March, promise is 8, total is 8. At the end of the month, you put the actual number you did. If it was 6, you put 6. If it was 12, you put 12. And you put your total next to it. This holds you accountable. If you're full-time, it's 5 a week, which is 20 for the month. Your 20, your actual, whatever you actually do, and the total. Let me tell you what this does. 5 months down the road, 4 months down the road, let's assume you're supposed to have done, because this is your business plan, 55, 56 presentation of tours, and you're sitting at 31. You're behind the 8 ball. You better justify a figure area if that's how you're going to go. The deal wasn't that. The deal was 5 figures, you follow 2 a week. Don't go to work to pay off your check. It's the same here. So it keeps you, so what happens, we tend to think we're doing really, really well. Oh boy, this is going to be I love this because I'll tell you, it'll just tell you where you sit with your business. We tend to assume a lot of things. Just because we got on the phone and spent 2.5 hours with one distributor, we think we've been busy that day. Or, you're supposed to do 8 tours that month. You've done 3, all 3 joint. So you got this good check coming. Oh, it's been a good month. You're behind the 8 ball. That's not the deal. Because you know what? The law of averages will set. We're going to get to that next. The law of averages. I have it down to a science for you. At the end of the day, the way things work, is that we don't know who's going to join or not. The slow start is the first 8 don't get in. That's a slow start. The fast start is the first 3 or 4 gets in. Either case is not going to make you rich. You have a business plan, 18 months. It's important. Don't get fooled. Oh, well, I'm really good. I don't need to do 8 to reach my goals. Law of averages will set in. So, if you're part-time for the next 18 months, you just write the months. March, April, May, June, July, August. Right to the 18 months. Right next to it, 8 a month, total it up. If you're full-time, 5 a week. 20 months, total it up. At the end of the month, you put the actual and total it up. And you monitor that closely.